Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
Because what time do you have on there now?
I have 7:28.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
All right. Sometimes the battery goes out on that thing. So yeah, just be careful watching these two deals while we're moving around.
All right.
You know,
Okay.
probably could.
This one is. Oh.
I probably could unhook them. All right, let's see. Let me. Oh, can you reset?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, there's just a hook up there. Maybe I'm just getting you. Well, let me get a chair.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
All right. Well, you could probably set it like right. Oh, let me. Let's do like that. And okay, I see this hook is definitely. That's a long hook. All right, there we go. And this one, that's gonna. Well, we'll see about this one. I'm more worried about that glass.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this. All right. All right. So let's see. How about we start off with some? Well, you have an idea what you'd like to start off with? I mean, as far as like a light. Well, that's going to be some.
Okay.
Striking.
All right.
We'll
No.
wait on that one.
Well, we've never been doing that.
That's true. I just brought out these. It's going to be to do
Okay.
this
All right.
and this.
All right. Okay. I didn't. Never seen that before.
Yeah. Well, last week I was after we went to our deal, I was going to take that and use it this week. I have like these braces set up between the rig and to where it sets up like this, and you can strike it like that.
Okay. All right.
Bungee cords is usually what you put them on. So
Okay.
it would have been a different striking type of surface for us.
Okay.
But another great use is as a bag to
Okay.
pound on these.
All right. Okay.
Good condition. And a good way to make sure you keep your structure
Okay.
good.
All right.
Even for stuff like this.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll teach you not to do this.
Yeah.
So, and plus you can start off being light. You know,
Okay. All right. So.
start off light. But yeah, you can see even with that first strike,
Oh yes.
it went kind of odd. As a matter of fact, I could probably put it up on here instead. And that way, be a little bit taller.
Okay. So. Okay. So it's conditioning your hand to.
Yeah. And so you don't have to hit it full force. Because again, you're trying to use the body mechanics
Okay.
to get the proper strike.
Okay.
And you definitely don't want to hit it hard because you don't want to overdo it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one is weird.
So you can
Yeah.
you can hear it, and you can feel it. You know
I
it's
can
off.
feel it. Yeah.
So even on the sound, you can hear that you're not hitting it in the proper
Yeah.
spot.
This one was better.
But see, even with that, you did like this. That's not it. This is what you want. You want the good structure here. Instead of this, see, check it out. You're like this. Instead of this, you want this. And not like this, but like this. Right. And again, not too hard.
Okay.
Keep it nice and easy. Boom. You know, also watch your other hand. No, I mean, don't just.
Yeah, okay.
Keep some type of guard going. But we can come back to that.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah, let's start off with, let's do that one drill that we had where it's the strike and then boom, boom.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember we need
We'll go
to,
slow.
Okay.
You can stand right there. Trying to make sure we get the camera.
Okay.
So, it's strike at me. And then, and then,
Okay, so.
right. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, well, you got to make contact. I'm just trying to get you to go faster with this one. So when you have your hand out here,
Yeah.
When you have your hand, I'm being you right now.
Okay.
When you strike like that,
Mm-hmm.
punch right here. Be ready to come right back with your
Okay.
strike.
So. I know. So.
It's first a parry,
Parry.
then a boom, and then yeah. There you go. Now we just need to do this 50, 100 times so you can feel more at ease. And remember, I try to strike out my nose. Try to relax your shoulders.
That's what I'm trying to focus on actually.
And try not to bring your other hand too far out. Like, try to keep it, see this hand right here?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of,
It's going too far.
Yeah.
Okay.
keep it in the game,
Okay.
right? And still make it a bit of intent when you do your strike, a fist, and when you come back, you fist and then open hand, fist, open hand. It doesn't have to be tight.
Okay.
But fist, open hand. We'll go slow again. Okay, let's try the other side.
Oh.
We'll go slow, starting real slow. Oh, hold on a second. Be this one, boom, yeah.
So,
Nice and slow.
so first.
Not too far out. This one is just to, this is just to get away from your face.
Okay.
And then you take that one, yeah, that's it. Nice and slow. Nice and
Yeah.
slow. Again, think about it, it's just deflecting. It's not doing this. It's just doing this. Keep away from my face.
Okay. All right. So.
Good practice.
Oh yes.
Getting that brain going, mind-body connection. No need for discouragement. It's all a part of the practice, the training. There'd be nothing to correct. It'd be boring. Yeah, this movement is like, I think you even saw it in the video with the,
Yeah.
those Tai Chi guys, but it's just a martial art thing. Filipino, like the Filipino arts is where I first learned of it and
Okay.
practiced it. But obviously it's a part of Wing Chun, it's a part of Filipino arts, it's a part of the Tai Chi thing, it's just everywhere. Now it's a drill because you're going through these movements of parry,
Mm-hmm.
block,
Block.
well, another parry, or however you want to term it, and then boom.
Okay.
But the reality is, you know, you can just do a strike, or it's like this, and then like striking. It's like this, and then this,
Okay.
instead of, for the drill's sake, we're just lightly
Yeah.
touching, so we keep going.
But then
in
after there is variation.
in reality, boom,
Okay. Trying to
closing them up.
close.
Yeah. that
And
type of
in
deal.
order to get closer to the opponent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I guess in the other currents, like if you did this,
Ah,
you did this, and the guy did that, you do something else.
okay. All right.
That's more Wing Chun-y like.
Okay. Because in the Wing Chun I saw that
Mm-hmm.
the
Where he's like,
so yeah, yeah, it's impressive. Yeah.
All right, let's do this side again.
Okay.
Switch up. Switch feet. There you go. See if we can move around a bit.
It's like the music.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
We may not go as fast on this side, but
No,
we'll see what
because-
happens.
So.
There you go. Let's stay still for a while. There you go.
Ah.
Good. Yeah.
Ah. It's good conditioning for the
Mhm.
brain.
I'm just going slower and just keep the sequence going. Yeah, that's good.
Nice. It's good because I can see that my brain is really working with the right side, and as soon as the right side is isolated,
Mhm.
it tries to come back. So that means that when I was doing that, I started with the right hand instead of the left hand, because for why me? I don't know for which reasons. But my left side is always trying to take
Engaged.
Yeah.
That's good though. I mean, again, it's good practice.
Yeah.
So let's try this real quick. We'll like just do maybe 5, where I'll throw the deal and you just do the switch feet. I'll throw the punch and you go through that sequence. Yeah, with a nice zoom.
Okay.
Don't hit me in the face.
No.
You ready? All right. And again, you can move in, but again, shorten your punch so that you don't blast me in the face. Yeah, but the idea is that you're using this to nullify that. Okay.
Okay.
But right here, just hold your punch.
Okay.
Okay? We'll go slow at first.
Okay.
Well, instead of this, just do
Yeah,
that.
but I don't want to hit
Yeah,
your...
yeah. Okay. Right here. So we can make sure we get a good
Okay.
angle. You ready?
Yeah.
Coming slow. Just make it a slow movement.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Seth, throw one at me. Right. Just come in like that. The idea is you're coming in so that you can do this. Like if you're out here, it's not as effective.
Okay, so I need to come.
Yeah, so come in, but just
Okay.
hold your punch.
All right.
Okay. A little bit more distance. That way we can make it a little bit more realistic. A little bit more, yeah, there you go. All right, you ready? I'm coming in slow, so it'll be slow movements.
Ah!
Yeah, because see, if you get in the habit of doing this,
I will do it.
and then you make one mistake,
Yeah.
that's all.
Okay, that's
Just be able to control. As a matter of fact, just right here, do this a few times. Without hitting. Without hitting. No, that's too much. It's like this. Nice. 4 inches. With the rear hand.
The rear hand. Okay.
Even more like this. Instead of this, like this. Where your body is straightforward. Yeah. More Wing Chun like. Because in Wing Chun, you keep a squared off body. Okay. This is to help you practice so you don't bop me in the face. That's more like it. All right, let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay, again, moving slow.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still fearful of it. And instead of like hitting off and going that way, press it and come straight forward.
Okay. Press it. Yeah.
This one deflects,
Yeah.
that deflects, that presses, and that punches. Yeah. Pretty good though. One more. All right. Right there.
Oh.
Further back.
For real?
Further back.
And the cross or the?
It's gonna be this one.
Okay.
Further back, because we're doing it as if, you know, if we were duking it out.
Okay.
We wouldn't be this close.
No. Okay, we need
Right.
to. Okay. Okay. All right. Nice.
We'll
Okay.
go slow on this side. Slow on the left side.
Okay. So.
Yeah, but further back. No, I mean, yeah. Just to give the room. Okay, I'm coming in slow.
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's better. But instead of this, again, you're just deflecting this enough to be able to press down to allow you to get that in. Yeah. Nice and slow. Nice and slow, loose, no tension like that. Way too far. You don't need to guide this hand down.
Okay, just
That's what
deflect.
that one is for.
This one, okay.
Right. Think about this too. You're doing that because you want this hand to make a straight shot that way. If you do like this, that means you got to bring this fist back up and do like that. But if you do like this,
Okay, makes sense.
all right, come in slow. Okay, slower. Let's go one step at a time. Okay, boom. Okay, there you go. Hey, 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 hey.
Force.
You ready?
Yeah.
Nice and slow. Step one.
Oops.
Step one. Still too much of this force over here. You're deflecting too
Too
hard.
much. Okay, all right.
Just nice to do that. Just to take this off track.
Okay.
And then this hand presses down. Yep. Nice and slow. Well, that's much better. Just make your movement slower though. Slower. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, here we come again. That's much more like it.
Okay.
Nice and at ease. It's only got a simple thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Nice and slow. Mm-hmm. That's control. Mm-hmm. All right, that's pretty good. So we'll add on the next element and we'll see if you can control this part. So don't think about punching. Don't punch, just do this.
Okay, so
Yeah, but don't punch.
don't-
Leave the hand cocked. That's a better way to put it. So like this, you're like this. The punch comes in, you deflect, press down, and leave the hand cocked like this.
okay.
Because that's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because we're covering that distance. And so when I'm coming in, I'm just doing like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not extending.
All right.
I just, because I'm right here.
So
you
yeah,
know?
it's okay. Okay. I need
So just leave the hand cocked. The thing that I'm looking to have you feel is this part right here
Okay.
to be able to
To enter.
slide down on
Yeah.
it with a nice firm press.
Okay.
But again, don't punch.
No, no punch. Okay.
Right. So we'll do it a couple of times lighter, and then you can get a nice firm press.
Okay.
Okay. Try not to push down on this, just deflect.
So I need to.
Mm. Just leave it back here. Just ball it up. Don't even point it. Don't bring it in.
Okay.
Just keep it back, cocked, ready to
Okay.
go. And as we do this, put more emphasis on doing that.
Okay.
Part of the with the Filipino martial arts, and probably the same thing for the Wing Chun. This part right here.
This one.
Go ahead and do it to me. This aggressive move is designed to throw the other person off.
Okay.
The balance, and even in Filipino martial arts, it's the slapping
Yeah.
is meant to go ugh,
Okay.
to jar
Right.
the other person.
All right.
So think about that in terms, again, don't strike. Think about that in terms of when you do the boom, press
Okay.
down,
Okay.
really firm, right? Better. Okay, all right.
No.
Ah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like on that second to last one, did you see how you hardly even moved this hand? It just deflected a bit, and then that other one came and took up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like perfect. You
Okay.
hardly moved your hands, but it did the job that it was supposed to do.
All right.
You ready again? It's pretty good.
Yeah?
And this is
Okay.
your odd side.
Yeah, that's my hot side. Okay. Thank you.
It's pretty good. Let's try the other side. We're
Okay.
gonna punch. We'll go slow at first.
I know.
That's another technique.
Okay. Just do
Think about pressing down.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
There you go. Just keep it cocked. And what you're doing, yeah, you're pressing this down far enough to where it's not blocking your elbow.
Okay.
You're pressing it into me.
All right.
You're jamming me up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right, throw me. All right.
Okay. Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other thing you want to kind of discover around that?
Let me think. So, is there a continuation to this movement after?
Yeah. So that's the thing I was thinking about a little bit earlier. Another part to this is like we'll go nice and light and easy again.
Okay.
Throw one at me. All right.
Okay.
But it's the same block.
Um,
Same thing. So you doing? And do the same type of
I do the same. Okay. So.
same type of, yeah. So it's a basic light, it's light movement, light. Hardly any tension. But you're just changing the angle of attack. You know what I mean? So obviously more practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Now, it changes when you do stuff like that,
Okay.
but that's like another step.
All right. So what is the step when you gotta?
It's just another block.
All right. Okay.
It's like you could do like this,
Okay.
like
All right.
come with this one.
Okay. All right.
It's just another thing. So let's do that, nice and light, light and slow, and we'll do like those three and just see how we flow into it.
Okay.
Okay. Nice and light, at ease, slower. Nice and light.
This one.
Yep.
So.
Mm-hmm. And as the partner, you got to make sure you don't do like this too much because you're giving the other person a chance to come back.
Okay.
If you press too much, that kind of stops the flow.
Okay. So you need to be
As a partner,
gentle in the
cooperative
pushing.
drill.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why you
Okay.
keep it nice and light.
All right. Ah.
Slower.
like this. Yeah, it's really a cooperation actually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not what would be done for us. Let's do this. Ah, give me one of those. Interesting. And I guess it even matters because, like, or it's even like when you're moving around. Yeah. But anyway, let's try to keep it a little bit more static, like, so we can get the flow of it. Now that's a good deal. Even when it seems odd, if you can keep it flowing, it's great. Woo-hoo!
Nice. Wow. Yeah, it's really, I like the flow, you know, it's.
Yeah, so.
And you really have to, I'm not relaxed enough yet, but I try to be relaxed, and as the more you relax, and the better you feel the flow actually.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, really,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just tons more practice.
Okay.
If we keep doing that, at some point we'll be able to throw anything.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And go with the flow.
Okay.
Kicks, elbows, whatever the case may be.
All right.
So yeah, it just takes some time and practice.
Great, great exercise.
Now we'll try to get some of this stuff in,
Okay.
since we got like a lot of loosening, and we can kind of trade off. Maybe go 5 at a time, and just try to work up to the point of getting some solid strikes. They don't have to be hard. You have to make sure mechanics are good, if nothing else.
Okay.
So I'll start off. We'll just go through a few different striking styles, and
Okay.
just to get some conditioning in. So just gonna start off with this, the hammer fist. Remember, go light until you know you're secure. And you see, like, what I was doing was this. Check it out. I have this stance, and I'm just doing like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm trying to make that force go down. Again, you don't have to hit it too hard, especially if you don't feel good when you're striking it. Okay, hold on. So this is what you're doing at the very least with this hand. You're just using this part of your arm to make the strike. Instead, it's the whole body sinking down into the strike. So again, you don't have to hit it hard, just work on the mechanics of doing this. Because your whole body as one solid unit will be behind the strike, instead of just your more fragile limb hitting it.
All right. So.
Try to make it much lighter, but use your whole body to press down into it. And you got a little bit of off balance going like this. Instead of that, this. Yeah, this will be something you'll be able to watch the video and see. Like, for instance, on those, on that one right there, instead of doing this, you did this. So instead of leaning on this leg, you want to actually press into this nice firm base of support. Okay, let's switch up. All right, we'll do the palm strikes.
So I strike with this part, not this part.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's at this angle, not karate chop, but at this angle, and not flat, but at that angle.
Okay.
And again, start off light.
Okay.
And not this, not this. Not tensed, just like that. That'll get you into a broken wrist doing like this.
Okay, so
It's sort of the same thing like when you your hands are like this, you punch. You punch and then you let the tension go. Same thing with this. You come in with the not that much tension. It comes down to strike, boom, and then
okay.
but the hand is like this, not like that. Just do like this right here. Put your hand right there. Palm right here. Yeah, it's more like that. Except when you are doing it, instead of this, like that. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. Just try to go lighter and just get those mechanics down. When you go lean into that leg, lean into more like it. Okay, hold on. So instead of doing like this, instead of this, it's like this. Instead of this.
So it means that this foot is not moving.
Yes, but it's more about you're putting your weight on that stable foot. It's more about that. And instead of pushing the pad, you're coming down on the pad. And be careful about this. More, or let's say you're bringing your body down enough to where your hand is like this. If your body's not down enough, then it has to be this. That's more like it. Okay, that's good. Shake it off. All right, then we go for another strike. This is nice and light, using the back of the hand, but again, nice and light.
Okay.
This is just conditioning.
Okay.
Nice and light until you feel like you can get used to it. So you're kind of doing that opposite thing again, to where you're doing this, but instead it should be this. Yes. Yeah. You could let, yeah, for this conditioning, just let the other hand hang loose. again, you don't have to go so hard trying to get the mechanics done. Okay, that's good. So it's like when you bring the hand up, you're just letting it drop down on the surface. It's like gravity somehow came into play and it's 3 times as hard. So your hand is up here and then you just let it drop down into it and make a solid hit. So instead of doing this or something like that, instead of thinking it's a punch, it's just a drill where the weight of your hand gets to settle down into that object. Instead of this, then you still have this going on to where you're twisting your feet and you're like, you're not really settling into this part. You're not doing this. You're doing like this, to where you're keeping your body more centered instead of letting the weight sink down. Boom. Oh, see how both my feet are pointed in this direction?
Yeah.
When I deliver this strike. And then when you turn, go the other side, feet are relaxed, they change form, and you sink to the other side. So you're not trying to overemphasize this. You're just moving in that direction because that's where the strike is going. More like it. Yeah. Okay. Just let the other hand relax on this one. That's interesting.
Yeah. So.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
You'll be able to review on the video.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go for this one again. Keep the punches light and sink that downward punch. See how my feet are going too. See how I'm picking them up and letting them just move naturally into the strike. So it's not like this or trying to keep the both feet on the floor. I'm just changing them up as I need to. See how this is, where I have this, I'm not doing this. I'm coming over, all right? That's a much better position to be in.
Okay.
Okay, nice and light, otherwise you're gonna end up getting busted knuckles. And the goal is to be over it like that. Try not to go so hard. That's more like it.
No.
Go slow motion. Slow motion all the way into it. All right? Remember, you can pick your feet up in order to make the thing happen. You don't have to grind your feet. Pick them up, get in the right position. See how wide my feet are? See how narrow your feet are? give you a nice base of support so you have an area to move in when you're doing that strike. That's better. Okay, that's good. Shake it off.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but that's weird because at first sight, this exercise seems really simple for me. But as soon as I started to do it, it's kind of I feel like
It's all about the mechanics.
yeah.
And like if you don't have the mechanics down, it's not successful.
Yeah, the
And that's why I say keep this light and don't be afraid to pick your feet up. It's okay on this. Pick your feet up to get in the right position instead of doing this, because that might throw your center of gravity off.
Okay.
When you're trying to search for the right place to be. If you pick them up, then you kind of settle right into the right place to be. So in many ways, you're much better than when we were doing this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So things are definitely coming together. On that one, I saw the attempt to try to bring your feet up.
Yeah, I was.
The only thing that was missing was you're doing this. You're doing this, but still like keeping contact with the ground. And the difference between us, I'm picking them up and moving them. I'm not trying to stick my feet and keep them glued to the floor. I'm bringing them up to change them, where you may have been doing like this. Now you're keeping this contact with the floor, but it's kind of throwing your body mechanics off a little bit.
Okay.
So pick them up, settle into it, settle into it. Instead of this, is this. Lean on this. Yeah, that was it. And just try this. Try this. When you go to throw this punch, take a step with this one first, and boom. So check it out. Just do this a few times. Also with that one, both feet are stepping. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Try that out. This is allowing you to take this and take this weight and put it down instead of this twisting throwing you off. It's like, okay, boom.
Okay, so let's try with the other hand.
Oh.
Ah, it's better. Yeah.
You can see how solid and
Yes.
short and concise. That's what you're looking for. It's like super efficient. You got the stepping down, that's for sure. All right. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
That was better. That last one was more. There was something slightly off in the actual striking point, but that last one was it. Mm-hmm. All right, shake it off.
Okay.
We'll go back to this one. Go back to this one with the palm. Again, do it however light you need to. Instead of this, it should be this. Or you're stepping, you're stepping into that strike. So you just do that one, take it and step into it like that. Yes. Yeah. Not quite.
No.
Step your foot makes contact first. Toon, boom. Toon, boom. Yes. Yes. The weight of this hand comes down. Smack. It's not about this. It's not pushing.
Yeah, perhaps I need to think about hitting
Yes.
with the forearm. No.
Not quite. It's still hitting with this, but the weight of this whole unit is coming down. That whole unit is coming down.
No.
That's another strike. That's just different. Yes. See if you can go lighter. See what? Oh, hold on a second. Like. More like it.
No.
Step over here further. Yeah. You're trying to rush it a bit. Just try to relax more. Okay, shake it off. It's less about trying to slap it and more about trying to strike it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of trying to do this, more like I'm taking the weight and I'm dropping it down. Just a tiny bit more of this, then we'll shake it off. Bring your weight into the left foot. Okay, that's good. Shake it off. That was a good one. End on that.
Okay. All right. Good exercise.
So we'll try to do the Shao, the pushing hands. Try to get into that two-handed drill, and we'll need to figure it out again. But we'll go through that. Want to get a sip of water or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water.
All right, let me grab some too. know, I mean, I'm gonna try to work this out in my brain. You can still if you want. I just really trying to remember how we even started this thing. I know this part. Okay, I remember this part right here
So
doing something. Oh, let's start off with this one and see if we
I think
can.
it was something like that, no?
Yeah, it's gonna be there. Let's start off with this one first. And well, actually,
Yeah.
but this is not quite it. But we'll start off with this to see if we can. Oh no, it's not that way. It's this way. And remember, the upper body, line of gravity, and this. So when I'm coming this way, yes. Okay, so now let's go slower. There's this involved right here, and that is coming over like this. So when you're going this way, that is coming like this. Twist your body that way. And this one is doing like this, right? And then I think this one comes over. This one comes like that, and then you push, and then I do like this. Still sticking there somewhere. I do like this, and then one of those hands comes up underneath to get to the point of pushing like that.
No, it's not this.
Those two movements are in there somewhere, to where this part is in there somewhere, like when you're pushing like this part is in there somewhere, and this part is there. So these two things are happening, and there's something that happens, something like that, but just stay right there for a moment. The only thing is, well, let's do this and see what happens. Okay. Then, yeah, and the hand is like this. That's the only part, no, is that I kind of remember there are many ways to do it, that's for sure. So we might be just doing it another way, because I remember something where you always are on the same side. doing the
Perhaps
same
I got
thing.
the video if you want to watch.
Well, I think we can, because again, it would just be another drill.
Okay, all
But
right.
it seems like we're in that little sequence where we were able to switch sides, which would be pretty good. That way you're doing this movement,
Yeah.
and then at some point you're doing this movement. So it wouldn't be a bad thing if we did that. That way we can get both sides in. So we know for sure we have the pushing part, and when that pushing is coming, the other hand
It's
does
coming.
that deal where you're
Yeah.
it's coming over the top, because that allows that deflect, and then this one is doing a two-hand push right there, and then the other side is doing this, and who's doing the two-hand? Okay. Well, that's pretty interesting. Except it seems like
Yeah, there's something here.
this, and then you wrap underneath, and it becomes a two-hand push. But yeah, there's like something missing.
Yeah, there's something
Yeah.
missing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Video it is. I tried.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, there are many ways. Like there are many of those drills in there.
So.
Because I don't know if you noticed, but those guys, they were also doing the drill where you come upward too. So that's like another style of doing it too.
So you're looking for the first.
Yeah, the
video,
original.
the
But
original.
we don't have to do that. We can do another one of them.
But yeah,
Yeah.
beginning.
Well, again,
Huh?
we can go for one of the later ones.
This one.
Yeah. It might take a while to get in there though, or find the spot. That's the other thing is that when they finally do get to a spot, it's the sequences are kind of short, you know, so it's kind of hard to. Oh, it's gonna be way up somewhere. You can like go to wherever you're seeing it, where it looks like they're being consistent.
Somewhere. Here, perhaps. That's the one hand.
Greetings.
Yeah, just keep going. Much
Welcome
further
to
down.
the Yang Style Tai Chi course. I'm Michael Gilman.
Like it's probably way
This
down.
week, we have a great lesson. We're going to be examining the art, the training
Wherever
art
you feel like
of what's
they won't
called
do it for a little
Tui
bit.
Shao, push hand, pull back, press, and push. And push. Okay, and we're going to work with all of those four and examine them and understand how they interact with each other, these four energies. Okay, so we're facing our partner once again. This time, she's in palm, just like she started off with before. This is palm. I am in, again, the same thing, but instead of using one hand here, I've got two hands. I still use her wrist, and I also use her elbow. The elbow is another place where the energy is easily controlled. You see, if I have her elbow, I can move. You see, I can move her whole body. I can keep. If she's attacked me here, I can keep very easily manipulate it. I can also move her whole body with her elbow. So we use the elbow a lot. So here, I am in, she's in Pong, and I am in what we're going to call On. I push her, and she rolls me back. Now, this hand, you see, this is doing the same thing. Only I got two hands involved. It doesn't matter how hard I push her. If she's connected, that's the direction I'm going. Off I go. Okay, now if she just does that, my energy, if you can notice, my energy is just coming right in here. In Tai Chi, we always fold. So when I go like this starts to fold and come in. Well, she doesn't want that to happen. So as this comes in, she brings her other arm up to my elbow. As I said, the elbow is very important. Now, you see, she's got a very strong structure. She's controlling my elbow, and she's actually she's on my wrist. I'm virtually, at this point, I am overcome. So I'm closed up, she's on my elbow, and I've completely lost that energy. Okay, so what I'm now going to do, I push, she rolls back. Now she thinks she's in pretty good shape at the moment. So I'm going to do what's called G or press. Now see, she's okay here. But what I'm going to do, I told you this when we did this, the two hands, she's ready for me. Look at her, she's getting all ready. Is I'm going to change my attack. My attack is now going over here. I'm going to come back into her center this way and attack her this way. So I'm going to fold in and press down into her.
Yeah, okay, that's that missing spot.
So this explains, you see, she's in Pong. Pong is overcome.
So
it's sort of like
you push.
Yeah, but when you're actually doing the
Pong is
movement,
overcome
it's not as
with
big as that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
Pong ward off.
it's a half-hearted
is
movement
overcome.
when you're going through
she
the
wards
drill,
off, I
so it's not as
break it
stressed
away.
as that.
That energy,
Okay.
her pong energy is overcome with on energy.
Right now, he's just trying to tell you about each energy part,
Okay.
but during a drill, it's not that
No.
stressed.
So perhaps if we,
Huh? No, it was probably further down
further
in order
down.
to see them and actually
Okay.
go through the sequence.
here.
Yeah, you can keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably it right there. Uh-huh. Let's see how that goes.
Sort of this connection skill. You see? So here you see, remember we did fold and pile? Here's the fold and pile. You see there's her press. Here's my on. See? So it's a kind of a fold and pile for, it's for hands practice.
They weren't doing that pressing part here.
Okay.
They just kind of skipped over it. But it looked as though they were gotta figure out which side it's on. Okay, so let's do that and then press toward me. And then, no, wait a second. We're gonna get it here in a bit. And that arm comes over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The thought is about this thing, but the reality is just that. So, now if we change sides again, but I still feel like that could work. Just think it's another drill. So let's do like and press. Sort of like this. Instead, take that hand, bring it all the way under, yeah, and then it's just another drill.
Yeah.
So there's a
So I need to.
yeah, but there's a swing motion in this, like what we're doing at this moment, to where, see, okay, so press against me. All right, so at this point right here, you are still like going forward, and then I press back, and then like you don't move backwards until I actually start to press.
Okay.
So still come forward, and then boom, and then yeah. Yeah, so the deal is on this one, the person still comes forward until you actually press them back. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. So you give me the signal by pressing me to go for backwards.
Otherwise, you're just pressing, and this is what you are meaning to do. And I don't go back until you press me back. But this is just another drill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we can still try to do the other one. Like one side.
You want to try?
All right, it was like, you let me in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not your owner.
So we'll try to go back to the original drill again.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm pushing forward. Is that the press?
And then I press.
Okay, you press, and then, oh, this was that part that was supposed to come like this, except you're not really doing it. And then what's happening here somehow the arms are getting back to this position to do the press, and then you press to me, and then don't go anywhere yet. Keep pressing toward me, or yeah. Yeah, okay. This one. This one like that. And then I'm pressing here. What the heck happened? Can you push toward me again? Oh, I thought we almost had it. Almost had it. Okay. Let's try it again. I'm going to push toward. Okay, we'll start off like this. Push it toward you. And pushing toward you. And then your two hands end up on my forearm. Okay, so this is like that. Push toward me. Like this. No, that's the other side again. Oh.
Well, that worked out.
Take a lot. In the meantime, we can do some actual, you know, yeah, and with the idea of just kind of throwing off balance a bit. So a little bit of tussle, do a few rounds.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah. So.
And just be cognizant of this.
Yeah.
So part of the drill, like to be trying to get the inside position. Yeah, that kind of thing. Oops. Well, okay.
Perhaps it's maybe better on the.
No, we just stay away from that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Good.
So
Yeah.
it's not solid concrete.
No. It's all sand, dirt type of thing.
Okay.
Or sand and little gravel, kind of crushed gravel.
Okay.
Yeah. That's so that water can absorb.
Okay. Well, yeah, because if you don't do this, the water will stay on the.
Right.
Okay.
Or eventually just crack them, stuff like that. Eh? Both have the same idea.
So I'm trying to be alert of your movement, but they are unpredictable, so it's hard to.
Yeah, I'm trying to change it up between forceful and loose.
Yeah, so you could feel it.
That's good.
Cardio, good cardio.
Waiting for it to catch up to me. It's a matter of seconds.
Sorry?
I'm waiting for it to catch up to me. Yeah, we need that in order to get that stress.
Yeah, that's true.
So what did you see and feel in there?
So I felt that there was many opportunities, but since your base of support is really wide,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't grab your hand, your leg,
It didn't
and
matter
push
as
you.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. It's all about being in this solid position,
Mm-hmm.
and so the thing is, as soon as you move, you modify this structure,
Right.
and you have to, when you're thinking
Timing.
about opponents,
Timing.
yeah, you need to be in the right timing to off balance your.
And the same applies to the person who has the base.
Yeah,
They got to figure out, okay, when can I move it? When can I move to do whatever, or at what moment when they're doing something where I'm getting to the edge,
yeah.
when do I move and how do I move? You know, because if you don't do it intelligently, you could be off balance, or they get to grab it full leg and now you're done for.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes both ways, both sides.
And I think that the relaxation sometimes help to not only confuse your opponent, but also you can use the relaxation as a way to try to catch up your breath and
Yeah, less stress, so you can rest to some degree. And also mentally, it may give you an opportunity to think more clearly or to react better.
yeah.
Because if you're not bound up in a locking situation and you ease up and like you've been using it as a tactic to where your opponent's like, what the heck's going on? You have a time to rest during that period to where you know they're confused or they're waiting for the next thing and you're not giving the next thing, so you're just resting.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So they're waiting for some grand attack. It's like, no, we're just taking it easy.
Yeah, and that's really interesting because the tension is relaxation before moving, doing to movement. Movement didn't mean anything for me, but now I understand that in order to get a good movement, you need a balance of both tension, because there is a muscular tension, but at the same time relaxation.
Yeah.
So the muscles that are engaged in the action should be tense, while the rest of the body should be relaxed.
And it's like tense in a proper structure. So, well, for some movements, there's a caveat to that. So, like if you having this stance right here, oh, we'll do this drill next to where one person is like this and the other person's pushing, and you're basically resisting the push.
Okay.
So it's like you do this and you tense up where you need to in order to maintain a good structure. And the other parts that don't need to be that tense, they aren't.
So it means that the tension will be in my legs and the rest of my body will be
in parts of your legs and parts of your body and parts of your limbs. It's in parts and pieces. Different areas are more tense than others, but not everything, or not the bulk of everything down here. Like, you know, you're not making every part of your legs tense where they don't need to be.
Yeah.
Or every part of your torso or your core. It doesn't all need to be tense at a given moment.
Yeah.
A slight push here means more tension wherever and less there. And then you slight push over there, you know, it's adjusting all the time.
Okay.
But it's not like,
Yeah.
you know? So the caveat to that is if you're doing something where your base support is not great, like you got 1 foot, you can still do those things as far as the tension relaxation, but there's more of that balance involved, but you can still make it work. Like, you know, we can still get pushed on 1 foot and resist some force. Like if they're pushing hard, and just push them, you know, don't throw me all across the room, but you know, you can resist with the force by getting the right spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's really hard, you can lean in enough at the right spot, like that needle, to stay on the head of the needle.
Okay.
To apply the equal and opposite pressure.
Okay.
And that's really using that tension to do that in different parts of your body again.
Okay.
Like for instance, you're not doing this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And
there's no need to do that.
Yeah. That's the point on which I need to work, because when I engage in something, I feel like my whole body is engaged, and it makes a lot of. For instance, in this the wrestling thing, the tossing, that I was I felt it. I was so tense that if we had carried on for
Exhausted kind of thing.
I would be really there is a mosquito in your and so the relaxation helps to get a longer
Yeah.
time of wrestling.
So do a reframing of the words. Reframe it when you say I'm all engaged.
Mm-hmm.
That still is true, but instead of when you say I'm all engaged, think of it as in there's tension in this part, relaxation in that part. I'm fully engaged with my whole body,
Mm-hmm.
and my whole body is tensing here, relaxing there,
Okay.
tensing here, relaxing there. It is your whole body is engaged,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean everything's tense.
Okay.
So yes, everything is working together to make
Mhm.
that moment happen, that instance, but it's not all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let's try that out. Just like I'll put my arm up like this, and you just push against me and see what happens. Yeah, just using force, trying to push as hard as you can to try to just push me backwards. All right. Let's try the other side, just to even things out. Okay. Because I've never done this myself. I just want to see what's involved with it. So, you know, I'm keeping a strong structure. And at some point, just release. Okay. All right. Try the same thing. Get yourself a nice base just to see what it feels like. And put your arm up and kind of get a position you think is strong. Right? Ready? Well, that won't be it. It's going to be more like giving this right angle instead of this.
Okay.
All right. Just tilt that way. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's see it. That's not the structure.
Nope.
The structure would keep me just like this. Not quite it. What's in there? Okay, you see how your arm is bent?
Yeah.
Like that. Like this. You're pushing against the force that I'm giving you.
Okay, so I don't need to push, I need to resist.
You need to hold your ground against the force that I'm applying.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. This is a good exercise right here. You're doing like this. There's no need for that. All right, switch sides. There's still the collapsing going on. I'll try it again with me. I want to see what the difference might be. Oh, okay. Well, for one, my arm is up higher. So
Okay.
instead of being down here, where we got some of this,
Mhm.
maybe, like that.
Okay.
And take a deep stance. Wide. Yeah, there you go. Not deep, like, stick that foot right there. Okay. A little bit. Still something going on. It's better.
It has something to do with my foot.
Oh yeah, because the force is supposed to go down through your
Yeah.
rear leg into the ground and back up. As a matter of fact, like me doing like this, I should feel that hit right back at me.
Okay.
That's better. Oh. Let me try that. Do this one where you go.
Oh.
I just tried it with the other side. Yeah, let's make it safer. Just do this. Nice pulse. That was my fault.
But yeah, I try to find what's the difference between your structure and mine. Because yours is really solid, you don't move.
Yeah, there's something right in here, and I know it's the tension and relaxation. There's something here, like, let's do it again. Yeah, I'm really relaxed in here, and I'm relying on just this to do all the work. This somewhere in here. I'm relying on this to do the work most of the time. See if you can do that. I'm going to apply pressure and see if you can push me backwards. You ready?
Yeah. So
See,
yeah,
This
That's
needs to
something.
stay at a right angle. That needs to stay like this. Because when you bend in, that allows me, like, let it relax a little bit more. When you bend in, it allows me to take you off balance.
Yeah.
So this structure has to be there to where it's solid. And that's still folded already. That's too folded. Relax. That's more like it. Like really relaxed. That, relax. Relax some more. That's a better structure right there. Where your shoulder is really relaxed. I'm gonna go lighter and just see what it feels like. Fold it in too much. You need the right angle. There you go, that's better. Try to relax your shoulder. Yeah.
It's still bending a little bit.
It's better, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting thing.
Yeah, I don't know how to change this.
Yeah, maybe it's just practice and feel. Or actually, fold them in so you don't jab me in the eyeball. You'll have to do more like research too, more study. Study and seeing what they say, seeing what they're doing,
Okay.
and yeah, it's just gonna take more research, more study,
Okay.
trying to see what the mechanics.
So what do I Google to find
Yeah. So it'll be the push hands is the great start. And then from there, you'll catch glimpses of these things,
Okay.
and you'll see the different people are involved in doing demonstrations and hearing the principles. And when they're talking about the energy, like when that Michael, I forgot his last name, Michael Gilman, when he's talking about the energy, don't take it as a mystical thing. Just take it as, oh, this is the energy to press downward. This is the energy to press upward. Take it literally.
Okay.
Like, those are the directions that those things are going, instead of thinking it's some supernatural mystical power.
Okay.
No, you're just using this energy to press down.
Yeah, you apply a force and.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
You're using that force to
upward,
press
downward,
upward.
yeah.
You're using that force to split. Like, split. split.
Yeah.
That's that force. You know, if you get in a situation, you're boom, doing like this. This is a splitting
Okay.
energy
Yeah.
force.
So there are two opposed forces, one that direction and the other one.
Yeah. So again, you hear them talk about this stuff. Some of them may get mystical with it, you know, or when they're gonna, you know, like the chi is flowing through your body and all that kind of stuff. Just, you know, grain of salt. And then when they say apply the force like whatever or do this thing, oh, that's the thing I should be.
Okay.
It's logical, it's physical, it's physics, it's for real, you know? Like if you are, like, you got this and I do like this,
Yeah.
that upward energy, that force, yeah, it's doing that.
Yeah. That's true.
That's exactly what it's doing. So when they're doing the forms, the upward energy, downward, it's the same thing. You're doing a downward, up,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Okay.
Downward and splitting.
Okay.
It's just practical stuff.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So I will check on the internet for the push and principles.
Yeah, I can send you stuff as I'm checking out
Yeah.
things, sort of like I was doing this week.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking at, who knows, like maybe 10 times as much stuff
Okay.
because it's interesting to me.
Mhm.
So I'm looking at a lot of it.
Okay.
And if I come across something, I'll send it to you and just take a look.
Because when I talk about this bend knee, bend elbow, what is the principle? So I guess that one of the principles is to push. I will think in terms of bones. So I think that
Yes.
this bone is, if you push this bone against here,
Close enough.
Yeah.
Because there are the bones, but the sockets are another thing. So close enough on the idea. You're trying to make a solid structure and you're using the right angles instead of a collapsed angle.
Yeah.
Instead of a collapsed angle, you're using a right angle
Yeah,
for plasma
but
structure.
my point is, how do I? So perhaps I need to.
Nope, because that's undue tension if you do that.
So I need to find a way to avoid this collapse.
This is true.
So thinking about.
It's just the right amount of tension relaxation. And you can kind of only get that when you have another force applied to it. It's pretty tough. Like you can go against the wall and try to do it. It will help. At least you're doing something. You're doing something that will tell you something. So doing this, you know, definitely just doing this, feel that. It's for one, it's forcing you to keep that right angle. You know,
Okay.
like you're forced to keep that angle because if you try to make it acute, now you're digging your elbow
Yeah.
into a wall.
Yeah.
So that's a benefit. And Jen, just thinking about the things, like for instance, that's on this particular action. That doesn't mean you never do this because, oh, like you probably even saw in that video. The strike comes this way or whatever, and then you collapse like this.
Yeah.
And now you do that. So it's like it's not a case of never do that.
Yeah. Yeah. You can do it, but depending
Whatever the
on
occasion.
the situation.
And the same thing for this one, like having like this, like having the not there's acute and what is it, obtuse, the other angle where you're like this. There's a time for that. Like if you punched, there's a time for this angle. This angle, this angle, this angle.
Okay.
There's a time for everything.
All right. Okay.
So you're just thinking, like we just went through this little thing right here. When you're doing your deal, you're thinking about it. Yeah, okay, that's how you do it. What if I did that? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And then you look, oh yeah, somebody is doing that.
Okay.
Oh, and they also do this. Let me try that. Let me think about that.
Okay.
And then we try it here.
All right. Okay. Perfect. Thanks so much.
All right, man.
I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Good
so,
stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right.